guys, it is Thursday. You'll be watching this on a Sunday, and I've just sat back down on my bed. I made my coffee, as you would have just seen, and I thought today that I would do a little bit of a what I eat in a day and kind of a day in the life of an elimination diet. So I did, the last two videos that you would have seen have been talking through an elimination diet and then getting my Everly Well review back, or getting my test results back. So I am in the process of eliminating things from my diet and kind of getting myself healthy, and I'm on a very specific journey with all of that. So I'm going to talk you through kind of the basics of that, and then I'm just going to keep you updated as I'm making those changes as we kind of go along, and hopefully, you know, if you're needing to make changes, that I can kind of inspire you to do that too. The first thing that I kind of want to address this morning though, before I drink my coffee, I watch a YouTube video, I do my quiet time, and I'll come back with my breakfast for you guys. But I was on Instagram last night, which, you know, can be the best and the worst thing ever, and I saw that this account that I follow, I don't know when I started following them or why I started following them, other than they probably make wonderful food. He or she announced that they were incorporating animal products back into their diet some. And honestly, I made that choice recently as well. And this is, I'm going to kind of cover all of this hopefully very quickly. But they were getting attacked, heavily attacked, you know, just for their choices and for saying that and for doing that. And honestly, I'm gonna kind of start and stop this here. The fact that this is a place for encouragement and wellness and for helping you to be your best and happiest and healthiest self. And I know personally that when I chose to make that decision because of health reasons that I will address kind of later in this vlog, but that I made that decision, I felt a lot of guilt, like a lot of guilt, you know. And it's part guilt because you feel like you failed, and then part guilt because once you get to that point and not eating animal products, a lot of times you really don't want to, because whether or not you started it because of those reasons, maybe it was health reasons, you really, it kind of gets to the place where you don't want to have to eat that again. Like, you really don't, that's not something that you really want to have as a part of your lifestyle. And I told, you know, I don't comment on random accounts very often, and so I said, you know, I was like, I think you're really brave for telling people this, and because I know that it took me several days and it was really hard for me to just say, look, this is what I have to do for me. And, you know, obviously my following is not very big right now, and this account has like 125,000 followers, and that just, I was grateful that I was actually really small when I had to say that, rather than being in that area and feeling like, is this gonna change everything that I've worked for? So if you're fully vegan, if you're plant-based, if you're whatever, this space, this place, this community that we're creating, I want it to be a place where you encourage people to be healthy and have a healthy relationship with food, and that you aren't attacking each other, and that it's a happy thing, because there's so much in the world, but when you start attacking people for what they're eating, you know, you're not encouraging them in that way. You're telling them that who they are and the choices that they make they don't matter, and you don't have the ability to do that. I don't have the ability to do that. So hopefully I was really clear in what I was trying to say. Honestly, I went to bed last night knowing I was really wanting to film this vlog today, and I was trying to kind of concisely say it, but just in that way, I really want this to be a place of love and a place of encouragement and a place of just helping each other find out their best healthy and what works best for them and how they can live and operate and function and be the healthiest and happiest that they can be. So with that being said, I am starting my morning. I just went on a walk. It is like 70 degrees this morning in Florida, which is very rare. It is September and we are all in hurricane prep mode right now. It took me like 2 days to find some cases of water, and now they're saying that it's gonna go more east. So stay tuned for more information on that. You might be getting a hurricane video, who knows. So obviously we really hope that it just turns and goes back into the water, nobody gets affected. I know that some of the islands have already been very devastated, that have already torn through its path, so hopefully that's not more of a major thing, and that it dissipates. That's really what we're all hoping and praying for. So starting my day with some coffee and some coconut oil just to kind of keep my blood sugar levels at that stable. I'm gonna watch 1 or 2 YouTube videos, do my quiet time, and then I'll probably make breakfast. I just wanted to sip on this first. But I had a really great walk this morning. It was really great just to get up and listen to a podcast and feel really inspired. So I will check back in with you when I eat breakfast and kind of walk you through it and talking you through elimination diets in that way. I will say that quite a few elimination diets don't allow caffeine, but for me, my elimination diet right now is heavily based on my results from the Everlywell test. So if you want me to go through those again, I will. You can watch my review video from Wednesday. Basically, I'm cutting out wheat, barley, or wheat, malt, gluten, and cinnamon, I guess. I'm gonna try to keep it out and see. I was already cutting out wheat and gluten because I'm trying to kill some cavities. And so that's the other thing I'm gonna kind of keep you updated on, is how that goes for me, because that's a huge reason why I've had to change my diet. So I will talk you guys through that when I make lunch today probably, but for now I will see you in a minute. Alright guys, so you all just seen that I made breakfast. I poured it in this cup. Sorry I didn't really like film and talk through it there. My family is watching the hurricane coverage in the other room and the TV is quite loud at the moment. So if you don't know, I'm a caretaker for my parents, so I'm kind of always adapting and adjusting and kind of functioning around what's going on in my house. So my smoothie this morning has coconut milk, ice, and I was making my smoothies without ice for a little bit, but I found that they were too thick and I wasn't drinking them all. Like I would drink half and I'd be done. So I started adding ice. There is also some chia seeds in there, some of the raw greens that has probiotics in it, and it helps to alkalize your body. I don't know if that'll be one that I consistently use. Honestly, I feel like the taste is a bit strong, so for me I only use about half a scoop of it just so that it's not like super overwhelming. And then I have some of the bone broth, the unflavored chicken, and for me that's strictly because I'm trying to heal my teeth right now. I'm doing everything that I can, so I'm making sure that I'm getting like bone broth and collagen, and then I'm eating a diet that's low in phytic acid, and I'll talk later on that as well. So I have some MCT oil, which is coconut oil, and I try to make sure that I have a good amount of healthy fats in every meal, because right now my goal is to eat really more like 3 good sized meals a day, just to kind of keep my blood sugar levels consistent. I don't want to constantly spike them, so I try to make sure that every meal is fairly balanced, and if I do eat in between, I'll show you what I do. But obviously I started the morning with coffee and some coconut milk, or coconut oil. So let's see, coconut milk, chia seeds, I have my protein powder. I'm using the Arbonne one right now. Once I'm out of that, I think I'm gonna switch to Tropica, just because it's got fewer ingredients, and I really am just looking to make sure my diet is as like clean and holistic and like non-toxic as possible. So coconut milk, that protein, the coconut oil, chia seeds, maca powder to help with hormones, greens powder, and obviously the bone broth collagen, and I think that's it. And I don't even use a full scoop of that. I use half a scoop of that because that jar is actually quite more than I want to pay. But right now, like, I am headfirst 100% how do I heal my teeth. That's like healing my teeth, healing my hormonal acne. That is like what is happening and what I'm doing right now, and those are my goals. So I will tell you what does and does not work for me there in that regard. But I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast. I'm gonna sit here and do a little work at my desk and hopefully wake up a little bit. I'm feeling a little extra sleepy today, so I will check back in with you guys at lunch and kind of talk you through anything else. Lunchtime, guys. So I have broccoli with black sesame seeds and coconut aminos, green beans with white sesame seeds and coconut aminos. I have some sauteed sweet potato, and everything's cooked in coconut oil. So sweet potato with a little bit of nutmeg because I'm not having cinnamon right now. And then I did put a little bit of coconut sugar on top of that. And then I have some tuna that I mixed with a mustard and apple cider vinegar just to give it a little bit of flavor, and then I chopped it with some hemp seeds. So I have my greens, I have my protein, I have my starch, and I have some extra fats going on because everything else is cooked in like coconut oil. But here's the thing, I went to make this lunch and I've been rocking salads a lot lately. So I went to make this lunch kind of with the intention of, I would have had salad actually, but I'm really low on like 3 or 4 ingredients and I'm out of some of the stuff. So, and I'm not planning on doing a grocery shop until tomorrow. So this meal right here, like I went to find my protein source. Now, obviously I can do this without a protein. But when I felt like the way my body's feeling and the way my muscles are feeling, I felt like I really needed some kind of carbs going on. And so I did the sweet potato, but because that's so starchy, I wanted to make sure that I balanced it out with protein and fat. And that meant I needed more of like a pure source of protein. So like if I was having quinoa, I could do that as more of a starch and a protein, but I'm not. So, and since I didn't go ahead and like meal prep any quinoa, like I didn't soak and pre-cook it, and I don't have any soaking right now, I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to make sure that my blood sugar levels were going to stay pretty solid with what I was eating, and that I was using things up, but that I was also kind of meeting the needs that my body had. But so many things that I grabbed in the fridge that I was double checking because I haven't looked before or haven't looked in years have sugar in them. The turkey bacon that my mother was eating this morning has sugar in it. The turkey that's in the fridge, like the sliced turkey from the deli, that has sugar in it. Almost like all of the sauces have sugar in it. And if you're actively trying to cut that out, you really have to read and look. It's amazing how much sugar is in everything. So I'm gonna enjoy this meal, and I'm probably gonna be back in the kitchen sooner than I would actually eat because I'm gonna make dinner tonight before I go to the concert. So I'm gonna eat this, try to get some work done, and then I'm gonna be in and out of the kitchen in the next couple of hours. So I will see you guys again soon. Okay, so it is now 3:51 and it's probably been 2 hours since I ate my lunch, and I'm starting to get a little bit like of that mental tiredness going on. I think that has something to do with glucose, and I'll probably look into that and let you know. But I'm not hungry, and I don't want anything like, I don't want like major caffeine, because if I have that, then that's gonna keep me up really late. So I just got ready for tonight, no lip color yet, and I have a glass of water because I'm thirsty, but I added some chia seeds. I added a tablespoon of chia seeds and a packet of brain dust. This is from Moon Juice. I've never tried it until now, and I thought it was gonna taste terrible, to be honest, because like a lot of those kinds of powders don't really taste all that good when you have them. So like I have a whole set. There's Power, Spirit, Dream, and Beauty, and I know that they just redesigned these, so I'm not quite sure if they're still the same, but I don't know what's different with them, but I knew that they just did a redesign. This little set, I think there's one, I think Sex Dust is missing. I think that's the one that I don't have, but they were a gift from a friend and I've been wanting to try them for a while. So I'm gonna drink my little chia water mix that'll kind of give me a boost and keep me full. I'm really trying to go as long as possible between those two meals, so I want to make sure that like I eat by the time I get hungry again, that it's after the concert, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. So I will take like a backup snack just in case, but I am gonna drink this, and hopefully the chia seeds will kind of help fill me up and keep me full and give me whatever I need to kind of curb this little bit of sleepiness I have going on. So I will check in with you guys in a little bit. I might even take you to the concert with me, who knows. So I changed my mind about dinner, and it's like 5:30 now. So it's been maybe an hour and a half since I had that chia seed water, which really helped like wake me up. My brain kind of needed that. So I made an acai bowl, and it has hemp seeds, cacao nibs, coconut, and then I thought I was gonna put something else there, so I ended up with a blank spot, and then I drizzled a little honey. I've had this like several times this week. I've kind of perfected my acai bowl base, and I'm also using up my using up some of the stuff that we had. I was trying to use up some of the frozen stuff in case we are in any hurricane situation, so that we're not losing stuff. But I used half a frozen banana, 5 strawberries, frozen strawberries whole, and a thing of the frozen acai. But I'm going to switch to powder, so I'll let you know when I like switch over to that. And then I also add coconut milk and protein powder. So that's like the base. Today I added a little bit of that raw greens powder from this morning just to add some more greens into my day, and I added maca powder. So that is the base of it. I think I do like 8 to 12 ounces of coconut milk. It probably ends up being about 10 because I normally fill it once there's stuff in the jar, but then I just kind of add stuff as needed. So this is my dinner for now, and I will probably check back in with you when I get back and I'm having tea and kind of wrap up the day. So I'll see you then. Ooh. So I'm actually editing this vlog right now, and I've already shot this once, but I put myself in the wrong place and my face was really dark. So it is 100% the next day. I got home at like 11 last night. We had a really good time, and I was going to shoot this last night, but I also kind of wanted to wait and make sure that I was saying everything that I wanted to say. So this is kind of the last clip I'm about to throw in. Honestly, as far as this elimination diet's going, I'm about a week fully into it, maybe a week and a half into it. And I'm still learning, I'm still making adjustments. Right now, as I do this elimination diet, I'm trying to not get on the scale constantly, because I feel like that's not going to be proper motivation. But I also am using the scale to kind of help me figure out, to a degree, like where I'm at and what's going on. So if that's something that you're doing, and you're doing an elimination diet because you want to figure out what's going on with your body, or you want to lose weight, just know that, you know, it takes time, and you just kind of have to gauge your body and what's happening with it based on what it's doing. So what's going on with your digestion, how often you're going to the bathroom, things like that. If you're really struggling and you're really new with doing an elimination diet yourself, I would recommend downloading like MyFitnessPal and actually recording your food. Not for the sake of counting calories, because I'm not really a fan of counting calories, but if you're still learning what you're eating, like what's a carb, what's fat, what's a nutrient, like what's protein, do that so you can get an idea. You can get a generalized idea of what kind of levels you're taking in. If you're really low in something, it can give you a better idea of how you tend to eat and maybe make you more aware, so you can focus on eating other things. But I will keep you guys updated. Right now I'm really trying to make sure that I heal my hormonal acne and my cavities. Those are like top 2 priority. And finding like the middle ground with that of what my body thrives on. So I'm really experimenting with that right now. I do know that I do very well with a lot of fruit, veg, nuts, seeds, all of that. And I would like to add more nuts into my diet, but I also really want to make sure that I'm activating them, so kind of canceling out a lot of that phytic acid. And I don't have the best ability to do that right now. I'm working on that. So there's going to be a post on the blog today when this video goes live about phytic acid and kind of talking about that. And I'll do another video on that probably in the next few weeks. But for now, if you aren't subscribed to this channel, please click that button. I would love for you to come hang out again and like this video, because it really supports my channel. And I love you guys. I'm so glad you're here. You matter to me. And I really hope that we can just enjoy this journey together. I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Oh, and bye from Bear. He's very enthusiastic.